Peace and blessings. Welcome back to Essence Tarot, and this will be a masculine update. Okay, this is not a collective reading, so it may not resonate with you. So take it what resonates and leave what don't. Okay, and I just want to thank all my new subscribers for subscribing and all the love and support that I get from you guys. Thank you so much. Alright, so let's find out what's going on with this masculine today. Where are they? Spirit today, what's going on with them? Okay, we got two cards tonight. You have the Justice card and we have life experiences. Okay, so in this case, this masculine is going through a lot of viewing and looking at the situation at hand. All right, they are trying to gather all the information that they have started with, like all the dating and the past life experiences. Some of them are even tapping into past lives, okay, situations, and why this situation is taking its toll. Okay, in this case, this masculine has came to that understanding. Okay, they took the time to review the details carefully. Okay, but they do realize the choice needs to be made. Okay, when it comes to this Justice card, all right, as well as the life experience that they experience, they have to let go of old belief systems that no longer serve them. Okay, so like I said, some of them had to really take a look at what's going on in their past lives and prepare themselves for their future. Okay, so let's see what else is going on with the masculine. Alright, Spirit. Alright, so yeah, self-worth. Okay, a lot of them had issues with themselves when it came to self-worth and the situation of how they treated people as well. They ran into a lot of people that tried to help them become, strong in their lives. Okay, so with the self-worth card, a lot of them had came to that understanding, like some of them just feel sick to their stomach that they even did some of the stuff that they did. Okay, treated the people that they treated wrong, did the things that they shouldn't have done. Okay, you got the High Priestess of Fire. Okay, dealing with sexual energy. Okay, allowing themselves to be soulless. Okay, so some of these masculines have had a rude awakening, okay, because they're starting to really physically think about what's going on, okay, when it comes to the situation. They've done a lot of sexual, demonic ideology and etc. kind of situations with their bodies, okay. They realized that, this masculine realized that they wasn't their bodies, and they kind of spooked them, because it was just like they had like a revelation. It kind of spooked this masculine that, like, how can I do such a thing? Like I said, someone was sick to their stomach. It's like, how can I deal with situations that I dealt with? A lot of them put themselves in a situation that they shouldn't have been in, that triggered them, to awaken them to realize, why did I even fuck this girl? Or why did I even talk to this person? And, my divine partner was there for a reason, to show me my self-worth, but I ignored it. You know what I'm saying? So some of them realized that they were soulless when it came to making these decisions, because if they was of their own God, they wouldn't have did it. So kind of stuck to it, yeah. So you got cycle, okay? A lot of these masculines were stuck in a cycle, okay? A cycle of lust, okay? And they have dealt with a lot of negative feminine energy, okay? A lot of physical females, okay, the wrong relationships, you know, right? So they got the beauty, okay? So they thought that this situation was the best situation for them at that time. But dealing with this karmic, okay, they realized, like, damn, I shouldn't have even, like, fucked with this karmic at all, okay? I shouldn't have fucked with this karmic. This karmic was a cycle that I just kept repeating, and they realized they kept repeating a cycle with this situation, whether it was this karmic or the next karmic. But they kept picking out karmics that put them back on that cycle. Okay. Give me a second. I'm trying to clear my own. But in this case, alright, they realized, they starting to see the beauty in things. Okay, like I said, this person has began to see their worth. Alright? Begin to see their worth. What else to it? Okay, you got strength. Alright, this masculine has gained strength. You guys can't see that, so I'm just gonna put it here. Okay, like I said, they're starting to see, once they broke that cycle of dealing with that past karmic and they got this self-worth, okay, they realized their self-worth and stopped dealing with this karmic energy. Okay, they broke that cycle. Okay, and now they're starting to see things in a different light, a more positive. Okay, they're gaining their strength and power back. Alright, let's keep it going, Spirit. What else? Alright. Okay, they got more understanding now. Okay, so a lot of them have more clarity on what's going on in their lives. Okay, at that time they were sleeping. They felt like they were like walking dead zombies, like, because most of the people that walking around today are sleeping zombies. Okay, this masculine realized they were in a sleeping state of mind. They was not in tune to their spirituality. They were soulless and they were walking amongst the living dead. Okay, because it's possible. The only difference between people that have a physical body and people that doesn't have a physical body is that. Okay, spirits still exist, but the difference is that people in the flesh have a body and people that don't, they don't. And you can still feel the energy of a presence as if it was there in flesh. But anyway, this masculine realized that they had to break that cycle with this karmic and let this karmic go, because this karmic has kept them mentally trapped. Okay, it could have been multiple karmics in this case. Could have been karmic, could be anybody. Okay, anybody against a situ. You got deceit. Okay, like I said, they had this karmic here has it's definitely a karmic that kept them in the dark. A lot of red here physically, a lot of lust. Okay, kept them in a dark energy. All right, when it came to this understanding and this self-worth, this masculine now knows their self-worth. Okay, let's see what I spit. So it's definitely a karmic that they broken from, and that they're starting to realize that they was repeating a cycle with. Okay, forbidden. Okay, so this karmic was something that they wasn't supposed to deal with. So the cycle that they broken was a situation that was forbidden. Okay, dealing with this karmic was a forbidden situation. Okay, let me see if I think I dropped another card, but let me double check. Okay, nope. All right, so let's keep it going. All right, Spirit, what else? So this masculine knows that dealing with this karmic was forbidden. Okay, so you got them coming through the storm, and now they went through the storm, and now they're starting to see, now they're starting to understand. Okay, being alone is not a bad thing. Okay, getting out of that situation is not a bad thing. All right, they realized getting out of it was the best thing that happened to them because they felt like they were trapped. Okay, they felt like they were under a spell. So this masculine here has broken from the karmic spell and now realized that they were in that spell. When it comes to this cycle here, you know, being in a cycle is a mental spell. Okay, but being that the karmic is next to them, this high priestess of fire, and the deceit that this karmic has put them under a spell, and they broke from it. And this is how they broke from it. They realized their self-worth. Okay, it was an energy within them, which would be you, divine feminine, that had broke this masculine out of it because energetically you triggered them. Okay, and now they understand. Okay, they understand now. You can't see that, that's why I pulled that up there. All right, so you broke them from that. That's why I said help them fight. It's an energetic war. Okay, the best way to free a masculine from a trap is energetically. You cannot free them physically. Okay, the physical body has not caught up to the spirit yet. Okay, in this case, this masculine has got that connection with this divine feminine. Okay, that divine feminine, they realize that divine feminine might have not been physically present, but definitely been spiritually present. Okay, it helped them, you know, decipher the pain. Okay, so it helped break them from that cycle. Okay, that forbidden cycle. All right, and I did a reading the other day where the karmic was intimidated and envied the feminine because the feminine had this power to help free the masculine, and it looks like some of you feminines might have tapped into that energy and freed your masculine, and soon will be coming into you. Okay, coming unto you. Okay, so excuse me. So at the end of the day, all right, they broke that cycle, and then they realized the beauty of it all. Okay, because they were going through the storm. They went through the storm, and now they understand. Okay, so that's why they're seeing the beauty in it all, because they realized like they was trapped in this illusion. They was trapped in this cycle. Okay, they were trapped in that cycle. So we got strength. So they definitely came out of it. Okay, it took strength and wisdom and connection and understanding to free them. Now they're on this journey where they was like, they're no longer alone. Okay, they had to take this, you know, understanding, you know, and break free. So now they're gonna come into themselves. So let's see what else going on with this masculine. So that is good. That's good news. To break free from this karmic energy, to break free from this karmic physically as well. That spell has put them underneath deep, but now they know. So spirit. All right. So they had to change. They had to transpire. They had to become spiritual. All right, they had to. They couldn't get rid of that inner voice that was trying to help them get out of that situation, so they had to transpire out of it. So you helped them. You exposed this karmic, okay? When it came to this masculine, you exposed this karmic. Oh, spirit. All right. So we have, you know, now that you did that, this masculine understands. Now that they broke themselves from this cycle, all right, they have lots of luck and happiness coming because now they know where to go. Now they know who to come to. Now they know where to go. What else, spirit? Okay, and they're coming with gifts. Okay, positivity, joy, happiness. All right, so now that they're free from this, they can accomplish the things that they need to accomplish. They can achieve the levels that they can achieve now that they free themselves. They're no longer a burden in this situation. They're no longer a burden. Okay, they now know and have shit in order. Now they can get themselves back together. Okay, so sooner or later, you know, they will communicate. All right, spiritually and physically. All right, spiritually and physically, they're going to tell you what happened. They're actually going to open up to you about this masculine is going to open up. This masculine wants to open up. Okay, what else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? All right, yeah, wait. Okay, so wait for the right time. This is now switching over to a message to the feminine. Wait for the right time. Okay, this masculine is definitely doing that. Okay, they have changed, and they are willing to come into you, but the masculine has to wait for divine timing to pull them in. Okay, just because they've been freed from this mental hell or this physical hell, that doesn't mean they can just hurry up and run to you, because they still have some healing to do. They have some clearing to do. All right, they have to recognize that it was you who helped them get out of that mental hell, in order for them to understand. Okay, a year from now. Okay, a year from now. So I'm not saying a year from now. It's a year, you know, in between. It's like a time zone of here from now to a year. Okay, and that's what I'm getting. So it's a time zone. Okay, not the right time. It's divine timing have not told you to come in. Like I said, you know, in between the time limit. So y'all, you know, it's, you know, you just got to be patient. You got to wait, because spirit is working on them. All right, so this masculine here has awakened. So a year, like in between, like not now, but in between, you got a time zone for this masculine here, time zone. This masculine is saying, you know, this masculine could be in within another couple of weeks, month, couple of months, you know, type. But before the year is up, a lot of you feminines are going to be in a union. A lot of you masculines are going to step up to the plate to find out what's going on. Okay, what does the masculine want to say to the feminine? Okay, feel my energy. Yes, that's me. Okay, that is real. Okay, it is me. So they want you to feel their energy. Okay, yes, it's them. Okay, they're saying yes, that's me, and yes, it's real. You know, it's the real them, the energetic connection. Okay, my king. All right, some of y'all may see them as a high figure. Okay, we are both running in our own way. It's a mirror. Okay, so there will be some shedding for you too, feminine. If you're watching, there will be some shedding for you, because you guys do mirror each other. This one here says, I'm done with the karmic. I have learned my lessons. Okay, this masculine, like I said, they learned their lessons. That's why they have this justice and this life experience. Okay, warning. All right, you are being watched by your twin flame, so they're watching you. That's why you got that communication. Okay, so they're trying to figure out the best time to come into you. They're still a little nervous. Some of them still are hesitating. Okay, some of them are still hesitating on the best thing. That's why you got that year from now, but not right now. Okay, you know, you got that year from now, but not right now, because at the end of the day, spirit wants you to wait right now. All right, they want you to wait. The time limit is in, and it's not the right time yet. Just give spirit time to work on them. Separation is just another illusion. Look at the bigger picture. Okay, separation is another illusion. So don't be so anxious. You know, give it time to unfold. Okay, you have this karmic is a safe house I ran to, because they don't mirror you. They don't mirror me like you do. Okay, so when they realized that this karmic was not what they thought this karmic would be, and they so infatuated over you, and they just can't let the fact of you go, They envy you so much. They being like you. This masculine is like, well, I might as well go be with the real one, not an imitation, you know. But they hurt you so bad, they don't even know what to do. Okay, I am ready to start our journey. Okay, so when they do come in, they'll be ready to start the journey. But you got to be patient. If you take them too soon, like if you try to force the situation, you may run into the masculine still in recovery, which is going to make them run again. Okay, you lost your way when you loved me for my body and forgot about my soul. So I took my body away so we could connect spiritually again. Like I said, you know, if you take them without spirit contact, you know, connecting to them and showing them the difference between the body and spirit and the power, you know, they got to be like God-fearing. They got to understand that they're not alone and they're never alone, and what they're doing in the dark will come to the light. They have to really understand that, because a lot of these masculines thought they can run from their fate, and that's not the case. Spirit is not going to let them run. So let the spirit realm, let God, okay, show them the power that they harnessed. Okay, show them that they can't run. Okay, if you just intervene, you know, you're cutting into divine timing when you try to intervene. So let the spirit realm do what they do. Okay, you feel me? Okay, you feel me? You fell in love with me. I'm sorry, y'all. I need a brighter light. You fell in love with me. Okay, I'm zoning. I got a message coming through our spirit. Okay, you fell in love with me, the real me, my soul. So focus on that. I am still with you. Okay? So, like I told you, you know, let spirit show them that you guys are connected on multiple levels. Let them be shown this. Okay? So you'll know. Masculine, you gotta step up to the plate. Okay? The first step to healing is to love yourself. Alright? You guys cannot see that. Alright? First step to healing is loving yourself first. Alright? So that's what y'all gotta do in separation. When you're in separation, you gotta work on self-love. Okay, because it's very important to do that. You both have to be worked on. Like the feminine has to learn how to be patient, and the masculine has to learn how to be more understanding. Okay? There's faith that needs to happen on both sides. Masculine and feminine needs to have faith. So when spirit tells feminine to be patient, that is your weakness. When spirit tells masculine to stop running in fear or stop living in fear, you know what I'm saying? That is their weakness, and that's what spirit's going to work on. Okay? It is time to take action. Okay? It's time for y'all to take action when it comes to doing the work. Alright? Not the physical action of meeting each other and running into each other's arms without no understanding. You're going to run back out. Okay? When you guys run and come into union, y'all gotta look at each other like, we in this for the long run. Okay, it's you and me against the world kind of union. Okay. What else? Okay, show the world the real you. Okay, like I said, when y'all come into union, it will be you and your masculine against the world, because there will be a bunch of people on a lower frequency that's gonna try to break the union apart. Okay, there are miserable souls out there. There are a lot of miserable souls, okay? Okay, the energy is gaining momentum, okay? So like I said, when y'all come together, your energy, this is why spirit wants y'all to make sure you work, because when you spiritually come together, there are good spirits and there are bad spirits. There are going to be spirits like spirits like karmic energy that will try to say your union ain't real, and they will try to deceive the minds of divine masculine and divine feminine. When y'all feel that energy creeping up, now come on now, when you recognize your divine masculine or your divine feminine, you guys had that authentication, okay? Y'all had that authentic stamp, okay, which was soul. Y'all recognize each other on a soul level, so nothing should come before that. The connection that y'all have, you know, especially if you meet a karmic or meet someone in a karmic energy and they just don't understand. You don't take their word for it, okay? You don't take their action for it. You sometimes got to read their energy first, Okay? You got to read energy. And that goes for the masculine if the masculine is not within himself either. Or the feminine if the feminine not present within herself as well. Okay? Be bold and make the first move. Okay? So when divine timing tell you guys to come in, you got to be bold and you got to be strong and you got to have that clear understanding. You got to be God-fearing to know that the world is against you when they are not of light. All right? When the world is not of light, they are against the ones who are. Okay? They're bloodsuckers, okay? A time to give rather than to take. Okay, so like I said, when you guys wake up and you guys get into that heart frequency and love your frequency starts spreading, you will have a lot of haters that come that try to take you guys apart or take your energy. So this shit is real, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta dig deep. Okay? Alright, we got 2 more cards, Spirit. That's it for that. First one is, okay, your community, your commitment is being tested. Okay, so that's what I mean. Like, when you guys come together, spirit will test you, and then you'll have other beings that's of dark energy to come and try to rip y'all apart. Now, some may say, is that God ripping us apart? You never know. I can't really tell you, but I know God has a raft and may send people to test the union as well to see how strong it is. But you gotta use your ways, you gotta use your knowledge, you gotta use your power, you gotta use your discernment when it comes. No matter what's going on, you had that number one acknowledgement when it came, okay? And that spirit, okay? No matter who comes and tests you. No matter who comes and tests you, nothing should be able to rip the union apart. Even if y'all in physical separation, nobody should convince you that you're not in union or that you're not of true union, because they're gonna use and manipulate your separation. They're gonna use and manipulate your physical separation to blind you back to fear. Okay? And that's the game you have to, that's the program you have to overcome. You have to have faith in your connection. Okay? It is time to release negativity. Okay? See what I'm saying? Cards don't lie, man. The cards don't lie. So like I said, there will be a lot of people coming into the union, especially when it comes to this masculine. This masculine has to have strength. Okay? They have to have strength before they can actually come into the union. They got to be willing to die for the union. They have to be willing to fight for the union. They have to be willing to go against the world. And that is a big pill to swallow when it comes to these masculines, only because they are logic thinkers. No, their souls are not their bodies if they're not one. Okay? If their soul was one with the body, they would make these choices because they would know that what's going on is not real, and what's going on is a challenge they're willing to take. But they have to be willing to take it on, okay? And spirit will always throw a curveball in there, okay? Spirit will always throw a curveball in there to trigger you and the masculine, all right? You're always being tested, you and your masculine. So that's for any relationship, divine or not divine. There's always somebody coming to try to test your loyalty towards your girl, or trying to test your loyalty towards your man. And it takes a strong-minded person to just say, no, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? And these masculine has to gain that strength. What else, Spirit? Okay. You got financial, material changes, okay? So like I said, these people, you got 5. And then you got obstacles and challenges, okay? So like I said, these people will be coming in to test you materialistically, okay? You got some people that will use your weakness against you. Hold on. Oh, somebody just booked an appointment, okay. Okay, so you got some people that will come and try to test your loyalty, okay? They will use financial issues. they will try to manipulate the masculine, and I'm talking to masculine and feminine. They will try to manipulate you guys. They would say, oh, well, this masculine don't have enough money, but I do, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So don't fall for the trickery, okay? That's the obstacles you're facing today. A lot of you masculines are in a survival instinct kind of energy, okay? And I'm not talking about the soul in the body, because the soul has nothing to do with the physical actions right now, only because of the simple fact that if the masculine was one with themselves, they would be in union. Okay, I'm talking about this masculine here who is breaking out of his mental spell and becoming one with himself. Okay, you awakened for a reason. You were chosen for a reason. Okay, take your power back and be prepared to face your challenges. There are going to be all kinds of obstacles thrown at you, all kinds of opportunities thrown at you, but that don't mean you have to take them. Okay, if it's not God-given, if your spirit says no, we are one, no, do not do it, then don't. Okay, because it will take you down. You don't want to be one of those lost souls who end up in the wrong place at the wrong time. And those people who end up at the wrong place at the wrong time are mostly soulless. Okay, mostly soulless. Okay, and that's just it. So you don't want to be a lot of these, like, you gotta, if you're feminine watching, try to pray for your masculine and hope to God that spirit, takes the love that you have for your masculine and use that to guide them. Because if this masculine, not this masculine, but I'm talking about the other masculines who are still trapped within themselves and who are still soulless, okay, will end up at the wrong place at the wrong time. Hopefully they can hear that guidance that tell them to back off. If you're fucking with the wrong female, you never know. Like these sleeping souls today, they betray each other. Okay, they are betraying each other. They gotta feed. Okay, so they will take whatever little light that you got left. This is the problem with some of these masculines that were sleeping. These masculines are not this masculine, but those masculines who are still sleeping are getting sucked dry by these karmic situations. Okay, they're getting dried out. So every little light that they do get from spirit, you got a soul sucking demonic dark energy come and suck that right out of them, which put them right back at square one. So they have to try to connect to the spirit again. They have to start all over until they actually get that strength to actually leave the situation. See, they got to get away. They have to get away from this karmic. But they have to grow up in order to get away. They have to say to hell with this shit. I can take care of my kids from afar. I don't need you to do it. With social media today, a lot of people can FaceTime their children safely. A lot of these masculines are being threatened real bad. I've seen multiple masculines. That includes, my own father and family and shit go through shit like this. Cousins, male brothers and sisters, brothers and so on. Sisters going through it, when they can't take care of their own goddamn kids. So it's like, I've seen the dark energy consume a lot of people. Okay? Consume a lot of people. And this masculine realized that they was consumed, that they fell for the materialistic bullshit, that they fell for society, they fell for it, and they kind of feel vulnerable. And the only person that can be there for you, masculine, is your feminine, because your feminine knows who you truly are. They can deliver your downloads to you. They can deliver you to who you truly are. They can feed your energy, and it'll be equal. Okay, dealing with a karmic relationship, it's not equality. Okay, it's not. Being in a union is give and take. But a lot of the karmics take, or a lot of you masculines take from the karmic because you're trying to feed off of energy that don't belong to you. But when this masculine no longer gets anything out of this karmic, they don't know who to turn to, but they want to come back to the divine feminine, because they realize with the divine feminine that they give and receive energy that balance them out. But it's kind of spooky to them. It's kind of spooky to you, masculine, because you don't know what to do with all that energy. It's like you fed off this karmic. This karmic was just enough to get you by daily. but your divine partner gets you by for the rest of your life and your life after. And that's a lot of power. Okay, so if you're watching Divine Feminine, that's why you got to stay in your power, because you provide energy, you provide eternal abundance, eternal energy, eternal light, when this karmic doesn't, because this karmic does not deserve or belong to this masculine, or this masculine doesn't deserve or belong to this karmic. Okay, we're talking about a connection that's eternal energy. You know, me and my divine partner once talked about solar panel and how we need to use our bodies as solar panel. But at the end of the day, it's like when he get around these karmics are not on a level. Like, you got to be on a level with your divine feminine. Okay, he's not on a level with these other. He's got to convince these other karmics to like what he like. But when he comes around me, we are already on the same page, and it's kind of scary. He's like, I'm just not ready to be, return home yet. Okay, so he runs out as a typical masculine who's in fear physically. The spirit has nothing to do with it, but to show this masculine where he belongs. And the masculine has to accept their fate. If they don't accept their fate, then they're going to continue to get sucked dry. They're going to continue to go through all kinds of hell. Okay? And that's just that. So don't be the masculine who's afraid of the truth, who's afraid of great power. Okay? Some masculines are afraid of this power, where they feel like, I'm not ready for that kind of power just yet because I don't want to be attacked by the world. But that's what the life is about. Okay, it's about the battles. It's a spiritual warfare, and then become physical. So you just have to accept the fate, and you can't run from it, because it's going to turn out the way it's going to turn out regardless. Just don't be the fool that just backed down from war because it didn't suit you at that moment. Be that masculine that's willing to stand into their strength, okay? But this masculine here has realized that this karmic was not worth the situation, and just decided that they either preparing to get away from her, or they just done. Okay? Energetically, they're done. Physically, they're done. But they have to take the action to move forward. Okay? So that's what I got right now for this masculine here. No, it's not a collective, and if it resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. If you guys want to book a personal reading and find out where you're at in your divine situation, and find out what it is you need to work on, okay, check the description box for more information. But that is the masculine energy update for this individual masculine here. All right, peace and blessings.